The one and only Amir Ali.
Thank you everyone. Can you hear me?
And then I started doing more research and I found you, and I hate doing videos, but the coaching calls was one of the things. And then you had another video that caught my eye where it was specific, outside the PMP, but I knew this is real content. This is things that will be on the exam, right?
I did hard work for sure, but I think the follow-up, sir, you did. I don't know how you managed to do the follow-up. With one particular student like me, you have hundreds of students. You are just keeping an eye on each of the students. So after my hard work, I can say that the credit goes to you, sir. That is for sure.
Hi Amir, good morning. Yes, I cleared the exam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. And this has happened only because of the customized roadmap and mocks, and you always keep on asking us to do proper RCA, detailed RCA. It happened only because of the detailed RCA. Yes, this RCA helped me a lot.
Thank you for all this guidance and support you gave me, Mr. Amir. Thanks for our team.
So I was just looking at his post, who cleared the PMP, and he used to post the success stories on daily basis. So I reached out to Alina and I asked her how's his program or something. So she said you can trust him and you should join this program if you are looking for it.
It was a very customized base feedback that I was getting from sir, from you.
So yes, follow-up is very important, and thank you very much for that. It made me accountable. If you didn't ask me this often, I would have slacked off more.
I would say your course was super important. I think this was the main part, once you understand the course, and then I think the mocks were super important. Your emphasis on mocks, you kept nagging us that, get this mock done, do RCA. All of this was super helpful because questions were they were similar. So yeah, mocks were, there are so many mocks that you have, and if you do all of them, I'm pretty sure anybody who goes, who does them can easily clear a PMP.
Amir, first of all, thank you so much. I think without your guidance, it took me 1 year, one complete year. I was preparing for PMP through books and everything. So I was giving some mocks also available online, and I was not able to, have that confidence that I'll be able to clear. But I'm telling you, after attending the classes, especially after doing the mocks, doing the RCAs, I was feeling confident enough that yes, I can attempt it. And the day you told me to book your exam, I still asked you that are you sure that I can give the exam? And you said yes, you're ready.
First of all, I thank you a lot for the privilege, because when I started encounter with your program through LinkedIn, so some of your thoughts, always motivated me. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. So I always follow you, almost everything, all your journeys. I watch all of them, even the one that they speak in your local language.
So that was not an easy journey, and it would not be possible without you. I really appreciate the support. He was always available for my questions and always put me in the right direction. And actually, if I want to say how was the journey, my journey started 2 years back. Then I first called you for the SP, and then you directed me to PMP, and then we did SP after that, and then you tricked me to do the PGMP.
Thank you so much, and again, Amir, thank you so much, and your mocks are really good. I mean, yeah, please, everyone should do your mocks for sure, and then they will be all prepared for the exam. And trust your program.
And then you came with your follow-ups, and that kind of really boosted me. Those daily follow-ups, making sure that I was getting the mocks that I needed to do completed and following up on me, it really boosted my motivation again. And as I was started doing those mocks, I got an opportunity for a job which required me to have PMP, so I had to book for PMP before I get the interview.
Mostly coaching goal is for you understand how you will solve the question. Mostly it is like that. We can only do the 10 or 12 questions, maybe less than that. But main thing is it will come into your bones that you have to do elimination technique. So you cannot go just, okay, this is the answer, I will go directly put this answer. That is the main thing. It will come into you that you have to do elimination technique. That is the best thing for coaching all.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, with the right guidance from yourself, I managed to do good in the exam and to clear the PMP. I would say that your approach was really helpful because I'm not that type of a person who would sit there and read a lot of theoretical things to get things done. I'm more of a practical person who would prefer practicing over sticking to the theoreticals. And
I would definitely say that the root cause analysis for me was the key. And here's why. Is some people try so hard to memorize all the processes and how they're all linked together. And if you do this, then you got to do that. And some people, maybe they think that way. That was very hard for me. It was just a lot to memorize. I'm not Amer Ali. I can't do that. So for me, just the process of actually answering the questions with your technique of process of elimination. And then when you're left with always like two answers, which one do you do? And if you get it wrong, you have to go do the root cause analysis. So thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you very much for everything. Fantastic. I would not have done as well as I had done if I hadn't had the foundation that you gave me, for sure.
Who here wants to be successful? Raise your hands.
The first PMP with us, Kirti, Ahmed, Abdullah, Adil, Ahmad, Ishtiyaq, Alhamdulillah, Mehtab, Tahir, Awais, Rama, Sayyid, Suhail, Archana, Shahid, Princy, David, Nida, Binsi, Tahreem, Satya, Neetu, Mazhar, Hossein, Maya, Abdurrahman, Zuladima, Fatima, Matiullah, Anand, Arib, Alina, Ali, Hassan, Ahmed, Amir, Aisha, Ashok, Arfan, Mohit, Samita, Lindsay, Farid, Minu, Shahid, Faisallah, Vigneshwar, Vignesh, Kunal, Bilal, Manas, Akhtar, Jawad, Hasnain, Kamran, Harun, Sayyid Ghazanfar, Ankur, Yani, Ayman, Om Prakash, Usman, Risor, Prem, Harpreet Kaur, Faisal, Amir, Vishal, Yaref, Om Prakash, Sharan, Sanan, Gopal, Usman, Bala, Milan, Lavina, Zafabita, Kira, Usama, Umar, Sweta, Sheikh Shafi, Ram, Rakesh, Kaisar, Nimra, Nazish, Munib, Zahid, Darab, Duat, Jim, Jangir, Imran, Ibrahim, Bilal, Abdul, Mateen Iqbal, Wasim, Basma, Dania, Ram, Sudha, Neil, Vinkat, Asad, Shabaz, Vikas, Luij, Laren, Janan, Ankit, Abhishek, Raisa, Saeed, Maheen, Rajiv, Rahideen, Jangir, Salman, Aslam, Asma, Pepple, Sayyid, Solat, Hashim, Lakshmi, Rashad, Hussain, Dinesh, Awais, Asif, Ashraf, Ahmad, Ali Afsar, Zuhaib, Jain, Tabad, Asrar, Muhammad Ahmad, Chandrakant, Zishan, Veena, Nandan, Unati, Uday, Toil, Sharjeel, Ali, Aftab, Mubashir, Tayyab, Tamanna, Ayar Hussain, Dhani Abbas, Faisha, Suhail, Shubham, Kalayum, Shrikant, Lakshmi, Suhail Bashir, Suhail, Saurabh, Salma, Said, Sikandar, and Sikandar himself. Hussain, Raj, Ravi Lalo, Kesh, Shaji, Qasim, Pratap, Ramia, Rakil, Sadam, success story of friend. Naveen, Venkatesh, Ankur, Pooja, Suresh, Said, Uzaif, Kashif, Pradnya, Surosh, Deep, Dani, Sam, Hasan Javed, Rahim, Pavanti, Nithya, Naveen, Nara Singh, Mandeep, Shabaz, Intizar, Muhammad Ali Virani, Ahmed Adnan, Mudassir, Manili, Manishka, Manaila, Yakas, Oman, Sayyid, Kavi, Johar, Ibran, Rahim. This is a love story. Jane, Vishnu, Mohsin, Sashi, Sara, Mohsin, sister, Aitan, Harun Rashid, Numan, Wakar, Rizwan, Muzammil, Farhan, Rizwan, Faisal, Sayyid, Mubashir, Deepa Prakash, Deepa, Deva, Chitali, Nataranj, Basit, Barkat, Shazin, Asfar, Arvind, Agarwin, Aksa, Anani, Sarad, Bhai, Kalpana, Amar, Kelly, Akhil, Azaz, Afshadan, Adil, Smad, Rashi, Kudrat, Sudha, Ra, Priya, and Vanith. Shamim. Here we have PMP number 883 of 2025, Abdul Hamid from Canada. This masterclass is designed only for one purpose, so that you can understand the most important topic of stakeholder communication. Before we move forward, how many of you were in the class on the team topic? And put something in the chat box so that I know who is joined, who has not joined the class. Awais Khan is here, Tamina is here, Saif is here, Shazeb is here. Okay. Good evening, Niswa. Okay. So Tamina, put in the message in batch 12 so the people can join. Saif, put in the message in batch 1 that we are starting the master class on stakeholder communication. And everyone else put the message in the groups that the class has started so that they can join. The purpose of this class is straightforward. We will go to the stakeholder topic and then we will go to the communication topic. Then we will solve 15 question answers. Yes, 15 question answers for the topic that we have just learned. Please note, stakeholder communication. Stakeholder communication is the most important topic for your PMP exam. There is no other topic that is more important than. So if I put the entire thing, stakeholder communication, team, agile, risk. That is your heart and soul of PMP. We already did risk master class in the month of January. Last week we did team master class. Now I'm doing stakeholder communication, and in a week or two I will share that we will do agile master class. So for those people who are preparing for PMP, if you are my student, this is a quick revision. If you are not my student, this is, if you master this, you are a good to go. Okay, so let's go with that. I will start with the most basic question. Who is a stakeholder? And these sessions will be very interactive. So I need you to put your A games because the session has to be very interactive. So who is a stakeholder? Put in the comment box. Who is a stakeholder for you? Who is a stakeholder? Who is affected by the project? Anyone who is impacted due to the project positively or negatively, impacted by the project, anyone who is influenced or perceived, who has interest and influence, anyone who is impacted by the project outcome. All are right. So first thing is, let's put the definition as right. A stakeholder is anyone who is affected directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly, who is affected by the project. This is the first thing. Okay, like someone who's affected directly or indirectly, it makes sense. Next part is very interesting. Second, who thinks or perceive he is affected by the project. Not only those people who are actually affected by the project, but anyone who think I am also affected by the project. Anyone who thinks I am also affected by the project, they all are stakeholders. Okay, am I clear into that? Put yes or no. Then the first step in the process is identify stakeholder. We need to identify the stakeholders. Projects fail. Projects fail because we are unable to identify the stakeholders. Projects fail because we are unable to identify the stakeholder. So we are going to use a proper sequence to identify those stakeholders. Okay. The first thing, when you don't know who the stakeholder is, we always use expert judgment. Expert judgment, also known as subject matter experts. We go to the experts of the project and ask them who they think are key stakeholders. For those we already know who are the stakeholders, like sponsor. In this case, I'll go to sponsor. I'll do one-to-one discussion, also known as interview. Ask him who the stakeholders are. Number one thing, I go to expert judgment. I ask them who the stakeholders are. Once they share with me, okay, these are the people who the stakeholders are, I have the list of the stakeholders. Then, if there are more than one expert, we do focus group. Focus group can be people between 2 to 12. Like, instead of one subject matter expert, when you have multiple subject matter experts, that becomes the focus group. That becomes the focus group which is focused on one thing. So what we do brainstorming. Like, they come to the meeting, they generate ideas, who the stakeholders are. Brainstorming is that when you have a storm in a brain, ideas are generated. In focus group, they say, okay, this. These are all the stakeholders of the project. So we get a list of stakeholders here. Okay, we get a list of stakeholders here. Focus group, if there are more than, we can also go with facilitated workshop. It's more than 12 people. We have a bunch of stakeholders, maybe 20, 30, 40, more than 12. We can do a facilitated workshop. The purpose is again to identify the stakeholder. Then we can also use document analysis. We already have project charter, business case, benefit management plan, other documents. We review those documents. We identify who the stakeholders are in this project. Everyone with me so far? We have identified stakeholders so far here. Okay? Then OPS. We go through organizational policies, procedures, tools, templates, past lesson learned repository. We are going through all these things, and the purpose is here to identify the stakeholders. Okay, organizational process assets. If you are not familiar what OPA is organizational process assets, the organizational policies, organizational procedures, tools and templates, things of those nature. Guys, what do you prefer? That this type of screen where we are both equal, or the other type of screen where I'm small with the screen? Which one do you prefer more? Which type you prefer more? Do let me know. I'll make it that. 6. EEF. Enterprise environmental factors. What are the factors that in an organization is impacted internally and externally? What type of factors that we need to look into that? We look into that. For example, which type? Okay, small screen. Do you prefer this one, the right we have now? I use pastel to identify stakeholder. Who are the political stakeholder? Who are the economical stakeholder? Who are the social stakeholder? Technical, legal, environmental. This is very interesting. Environmental impact your projects a lot. You will see a lot of questions while you are preparing for your PMP that you missed an environmental stakeholder. You missed him. How you are gonna do? So environmental is a very important. We need to identify. We need to categorize. We need to work into that. How we look into that. Okay. So step number 1, where we identify the stakeholder, is that clear to everyone? We have identified the stakeholders. Now we put in the stakeholder register. It is very critical when you identify the stakeholder, you document them into stakeholder register. Because if I don't document them, I can miss those stakeholders. And if I miss those stakeholders, I cannot do anything with them. Identify the stakeholder using all the techniques, document them into stakeholder register. Now I'm going to play with them. I'm going to do the next thing, which is stakeholder analysis. I'm going to do stakeholder analysis. What do I mean by stakeholder analysis? I'm going to evaluate them. So there are 2 ways we do analysis of the stakeholders. The first one is categorizing. I'm going to categorize these stakeholders. Categorizing means who are the stakeholders as internal, the organization, who are external stakeholder. Okay. Then who are upward stakeholders, who are downwards, sidewards. Like internal means who are the part of your organization. External mean those who are not the part of your organization, like vendors. Then in them, who are the upward stakeholders? Upward are those people whom you are reporting. Downward are those who are reporting to you. Sideward at the same level. So I have just categorized the stakeholders. I have just categorized the stakeholder. The next thing is one of the most important thing in PMP, that is prioritize the stakeholder. I'm going to use, there are 3 types of metrics, but this one is the most important. Power, interest metrics. I'm going to look high power, high interest, low power, low interest. High power, low interest, low power, highly interested. And I'm going to see how I can categorize those people. Who are the people who have high power and they are highly interested in the project? Who are those people? Sponsor, team members, product owners, etc., etc. Okay, those people who have high power, high interest, you manage them closely. Those people who have high power, low interest, you keep them satisfied. Those people who have low power, high interest, okay, you keep them informed. Low power, low interest, you monitor them. So I identify the stakeholder, I prioritize the stakeholder using power interest graph. Now I have the stakeholders with the high power, high interest, and I know what to do with them. I'm gonna look into that. Okay, this is a power interest graph. This is very useful in your projects. Okay, this is one of the things that you use in the project to work with them, and this is important for your exam. Straightforward, this is very important for the exam. You can have questions like someone has high power, low interest, how you are going to manage. So you should make this matrix at least one time by your hand. Am I clear with everybody? This power interest, it can be called as power influence, interest influence, multiple names can be given to it. Whatever the name the organization or what you use gives you, you need to use them. Clear? Power interest graph is clear to everyone? Then comes, we also have, this was a 2D matrix, we have 3D matrices. Knowing their name is important. We have stakeholder cube, power interest. The third can be anything. Like third can be geography, third can be attitude, third can be education, third can be anything into that. Okay? Or salience model. Power, urgency, and legitimacy. Like who has the power to do something? Okay, they have the power. How urgent that thing is? What is their legal right? Power, urgency, and legitimacy. We look at the all 3 elements, what elements are there, and how we work into that. Who has the power? Who have the urgency? And what's their legitimacy? This is called salience model. This is stakeholder cube. This is salience model. I have identified the stakeholder using various tools. I have put them, documented them. I have categorized them. I have prioritized them. In prioritization, I use power interest graph, which we went into detail. We discussed stakeholder cube. We discussed salience model. Okay. If I go back to the most important thing in PMP, need assessment, initiation, planning, execution, monitoring control, and closing. In initiation, only 3 things happen: project charter, assumption log, stakeholder register. So we have completed our initiation. Okay, stakeholder register is done. Now we have to make project management plan, and the first plan is stakeholder engagement plan. The next part is very important. The question comes, why do you make a stakeholder engagement plan? G, What's the purpose? And this is a question from all of you. Why do you make stakeholder engagement plan? Why do you make stakeholder engagement plan? Tell me. Why do you make stakeholder engagement plan? To get desired interest level of stakeholder. Okay. What else? G, what else? Feedback required, engage. This is the reason. We make stakeholder engagement plan for only one reason, that is to engage the stakeholder. To devise a plan to engage the stakeholder. To bring the stakeholder to desired level, to know about him, for his engagement, to satisfy the stakeholder, to inform him, to get him. Yeah, all these reasons to make the strategy, to ensure the stakeholders, okay, engage the stakeholders. Perfectly fine. So as we are talking about stakeholders, I'm gonna ask you guys, please like the video, and if you have not subscribed this channel, I'm gonna request you to please do subscribe that. Everyone, we have like 35 people watching. I'm gonna request all of you to please do like the video so that it can start coming into the algorithm of algorithm of YouTube. I want to reach more and more people, and the only way I can is because of you guys. So everyone, take a 10 seconds and please do like it on the YouTube or wherever you're watching. And if you did not subscribe before and just subscribe now, put in the comment, I just subscribed, to avoid unwanted. Oh, Kushal, that's also a good way to put into it. Okay, stakeholder engagement plan. Stakeholder engagement plan consists of two things. First, it consists of stakeholder engagement metrics. Stakeholder engagement plan consists of stakeholder engagement metrics. What do I mean by stakeholder engagement metrics? Okay, metrics is always in a file type, Excel file like this, always. So stakeholder engagement metrics look at the current engagement of the stakeholder. Let's say they are stakeholder who are unaware, who are resistant, who are neutral, who are supportive, who are leading. Okay. So if you have identified that these stakeholders can be important to the project, and their current engagement level is that they don't even know you. They don't even know you. Okay. Currently they are unaware. You need to do engagement strategy so that at least they identify you, they know you. If somebody does not know you, and those people you identify, they are important stakeholders, they can have some requirements, some things. So you need to make strategies to change their engagement level from unaware to neutral. Okay. Somebody is currently resistant to do. Write down in your notes, resistant stakeholders are very important stakeholders. Okay. Someone is currently resistant. So you need to make strategy maybe to change the current engagement from to supportive. Okay. So stakeholder engagement plan has two things. It has engagement level. Where does the stakeholders fall right now? What is their current engagement level? What is the desired engagement level? One more time, it has what is their current engagement level and what is the desired engagement level of the stakeholders. It has that. Second, how I change current into desired strategies. Strategies required to change current into desired. What is needed in the project? What is needed in the project? Okay. For example, currently all of you are neutral to me. Let's say those people especially who did not join my program. I want you to join my program. Let's say I need to do strategies so that you enroll in the program. Who are my important stakeholders? Those who want to do PMP and those who can also afford my program. Right? If you cannot afford my program, then you does not follow into stakeholder engagement metrics. Then you're somebody who has low power but high interest. So that's why I do a lot of free content for you. You does not you are not gonna come in the stakeholder engagement metrics for me. But let's say if you are high power, high interest, okay, and you're important stakeholder, and you are currently don't know me or currently against me, I need to do engagement strategies so that it can work for you. Okay, so stakeholder engagement plan has two things. What are the two things stakeholder engagement plan has? The stakeholder engagement plan has two things. What are the two things stakeholder engagement plan has? Stakeholder engagement plan has two things. First, stakeholder engagement matrix, which check us current engagement of the stakeholder to desired. Secondly, strategies that are needed to change current into desired. Okay, strategies that are needed to change current engagement level to the desired engagement level. Okay, now your stakeholder engagement plan is ready. I go back to the focus areas, or also known as process groups. Here stakeholder register was made. Here stakeholder engagement plan is made. Who will approve this plan? Your governance board or sponsor will approve the plan. Who will approve the plan? The sponsor will approve the plan. Once the plan is approved, in execution, you just follow the plan. You do not think about it. It's right, wrong, whatever is it. In execution, you just implement the damn plan. This is important. If every team member start thinking, no, this is not the right way, this should be the way, this should be the way, then your organization will not work. So we implement the plan as it is. Okay, we implement the plan. The plan is important. The plan is agreed. We implement the plan. Okay, we implement the plan. Now, once you implement the plan in execution, in monitoring and control, you check, is the plan relevant or not? Here I am checking, is the plan relevant or not? If the plan is not relevant, if your plan is not working, if the plan is not what you need, right? If the plan is not what you need, you raise a change request. You raise a change request. A change request is raised, and all the change request in the predictive, it goes to or hybrid change control board. They will approve the change request. The one change request is enough to update all the plan. They will approve the change request, and you will implement the approved plan here again. Okay, you will approve the change request and implement the change request in execution. Am I clear to everybody? A change request is raised, it goes to change control board, the change control board approved it, and you will implement in execution. Now, Let's say during the project, a new stakeholder comes or someone leaves. What to do? What is the sequence? Always, always, always update the stakeholder register. A stakeholder register never need a change request. In PMP, a stakeholder register does not need a change request. So you simply put in the stakeholder register, update it, you categorize them, you prioritize them. Now, if you need to update the plan, if the plan needs to be updated, okay, a change request is raised, stakeholder engagement plan is updated, then communication management plan is updated, resource management plan, entire one change request can update all plan. Once plans are updated, the last thing you will update assumption log, because you may be assuming something, so we will update assumption log. Okay, this is the entire stakeholder topic sequence. It's very simple, very easy to understand, but these are the fundamentals. If you don't understand the fundamentals, if you don't understand the basics of stakeholder topic, then in the exam you will have challenge. Am I clear about the entire stakeholder topic to everybody? Am I clear to everybody? Okay. Now we go to the sister topic of stakeholder. Stakeholder, you see, in the previous edition, stakeholder and communications were two different topics. In the PMBOK 8th edition, okay, it's a good book. PMBOK 8th edition, I'm among the author of the PMBOK 8th edition. They put stakeholder communication as a combined topic. So now stakeholder communication is a combined topic. And interestingly, from last 2.5 years or 3.5 years, I have been treating them as a one topic because it makes sense. Yes, Aves, you can ask the question, you can put in the comment box. That's why I'm asking you guys again and again, is it clear or not? So that if it is not clear, you can ask as many questions as you want. Guys, before I go to the communication topic, there are many people who still have not liked. I really want this to get into the top of the YouTube so that other people can also learn. And we are gonna do 15 questions also. So it will be amazing if all of you can like this video and those who watch later on also like it. Okay, a quick question. A stakeholder is a dynamic and keeps getting updated. It is always necessary to update. No, as Shazeb I said, you will evaluate it. Do you need to update the plan or not? And if you need to update the plan, then you need to raise a change request. Stakeholder register will update always, but regarding the plan, we need to look into that and then we decide we need it or not. Okay. So again, Aves, as I say, whenever you have a question, bring that question exactly, because one keyword can change the question. Normally, when the change request is approved, stakeholder plan will be updated, communication plan, then resource, and in this way, other plans will be updated. That will be the sequence of that. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. Now we go to the communication topic. Okay, in communication, we make communication management plan. Stakeholder was stakeholder engagement plan. Communication is communication management plan. There's a difference between. What's the difference between engagement and management? What's the difference between engagement and management? In stakeholder engagement, you are only engaging them. You cannot manage the stakeholder. You talk to them, you understand their requirement, you see what they need, what they don't need. Okay. In communication, I'm managing the communication. I would use the word even controlling the communication. I define 4 hours of communication. Right information at right time to right people to have right impact. Right information. What do I mean by right information? Okay. What level of information you need? Do you need too detailed information? Do you need high level information? Do you need small information? Or do you need the entire information? Right information. What do you need? Time. Is it a right time? Is it a right time for that? Okay. Or it's not a right time. Time is very important. For example, the entire news channels work into that on the time thing. The entire gambling business work on that time. Like we have an India-Pakistan match coming up on 15th of February. Who's gonna win? There will be Satta and all those things on it for that day. If you do after that, it does not matter. Who are the people who needs information? And how effective it will be? Will the impact will be there or not? You see, the most important thing of communication is it has to be effective. If it is not effective, it does not matter. Okay. 4 hours of communication. What are the 4 hours of communication? Put in the chat box. What are the 4 hours of communication, everybody? Put in the chat box. Who needs the information? When they need information. Why they need information. How the information will be communicated. How it will be stored, discarded. In communication, we always have a communication loop. A sender send the information, a receiver receive the information. He is sending him, okay, he is giving back feedback. Anything that disrupt the information is called noise. We called it, he is encoding it, he is decoding it. Like the purpose is you understand the information. The purpose is you understand what the thing is. Now that is the generalized thing. Okay, that is generalized thing. A very important thing that we need to master here is that culture of those people, political awareness of those people, customs of those people, social norms of those people, communication requirements. What is the communication requirement of that? For example, 99% of the trainings, after taking the training, they say, okay, do this read this book, this is enough for you. But maybe that book is not for you at all. Maybe that book is not effective for you, right? That book is not something that you need to have, or your learning style is not that. Your learning style is not that. Your learning style is not that. So I need to understand stakeholder requirement and give them the information accordingly. What they need. Do they need video? Do they need audio? Do they need written information? How do they need it? What is the frequency of the information? Do they need daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly? When do you need the information? How the frequency of the information will be? That is covered in the communication management plan. There's an old parable that says that if a tree fell in the forest and nobody is there to hear it, did it make the sound? Did it really make the sound? In order to manage the communication, a project manager needs to be strong in emotional intelligence. We did discuss emotional intelligence in the last team topic. What are the 5 elements of emotional intelligence? What are the 5 elements of emotional intelligence? you need to have self-awareness. You need to manage yourself. You need to have social skills, empathy, and understand motivation. So that basically gives you the communication here. Now, once you have a communication plan ready, the communication plan is good to go. Now you get it approved. Now, but if we look into that, initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, control, closing. Our stakeholder register is ready. Stakeholder engagement plan is ready. Communication management plan is ready. Now, once the plan is ready, we will communicate with the people. The process is known as managed communication. Here, we will get the smallest form of communication known as work performance data, WPD, work performance data. When a work is done, a communication is produced, we get work performance data. Okay, like this work has done, this issues have happened. It goes to all the topics: scope, schedule, cost, quality, procurement, risk, etc., etc. Here, every organization or every department, like scope department, risk department, procurement department, they compare this data with their plan and they will generate their individual report. This is how communication flow in PMP. Every department generate their individual report. All these reports goes to project manager in the integration area, and he make a work performance report. That's a comprehensive report having the overall information of entire project, which we will communicate in execution according to communication management plan. I'll repeat one more time. So how once the communication plan is approved, the plan has been approved. Now the execution start. In execution, the status of the work is generated. How much work has done? How much issues had happened? Like the low-level information that is generated directly in execution. That is called work performance data. Okay. Then this data goes to each department. Consider this is the data. This is the data. It goes to all the department. It goes to risk department. Risk will only take, okay, this data is relevant to me. Every other they will discard, compare with their plan, and then they will generate work performance information. Okay. They will generate work performance information, individual department report. If that was raw information level 1, now we got level 2 information. Every department will make the information according to their requirement. Then it goes to project manager. He combines them into work performance report. Okay, level 3 information. This information we will communicate to everybody according to communication management. Are we clear about that? Is the communication topic clear to everybody? Now, I'll open my secret and the most important document in PMP. You can buy this booklet if you are not my student for like $20 or something like that on Amazon. Read this. This will be the entire summary of PMP. Yes, Mohammed. Once you read this, please read it quickly. Once you are done till step 10, just message 10 is done so that I can go to next page and I will answer any question Z-Tech that you guys have. N is done. Other people? Okay. So once stake operated, categorized. I wrote the spelling wrong. It should be updated and categorized, not criticized. Okay. Step number 10 till step 11. Please read. Then we'll read the communication. Whenever you update Shazeb Khan, the plan, stakeholder plan is updated. Okay, now the communication. By the way, guys, this booklet, I'm just showing you 2 topics. It's a very small notes, okay, like 14 pages. It's an entire PMP. If you are not my student and you don't plan to join my program, if you join, you will get it. If you don't plan, you can buy this small booklet on Amazon. Or if you are in Pakistan, India, Amazon is not available. You can buy the e-copy for $20. Just message me. I'll send you e-copy. G, communication. Remember, whenever we talk about the communication, face-to-face communication is the most important thing. Always, whenever the question is about that the team has a communication issue, put them together. That's all the communication problem. So push communication is one-way communication. If I'm talking, I'm talking. Pull communication is you have to do effort. Interactive is both parties are working together. If a new stakeholder is added and PM feels no need to update, there will be no change request. Yes, CTech. If is added, but you don't need to update the plan, then there is no change request needed. Ji, complete the page 8 till page 8. I will put the next page. Once you done 8, just put 8 done. I know you are done with this. Okay, so that's your all stakeholder topic. Now we are gonna solve the question answers for this. We're gonna solve 15 questions. The questions will be interesting. So I'll give you, as usual, 70 seconds to solve the question. Why are you asking me, Shazeb? Answer. You should know the answer. You use elimination technique, the formula, and tell me what is the answer. Don't ask me answer. Okay, so if we go to the question, three-step formula that we use to answer any kind of question. Okay, to answer any kind of question, the three-step formula that we use. Slow down. What is the most appropriate action for the project manager? During a large organizational transformational project, operational manager consistently complies with request, but later contradict agreed decision when speaking. This behavior had led to confusion and rework. The stakeholder holds significant informed influence with the organization. What is the most appropriate? Reinforce decision outcome. So that will make your point right, but that will upset the stakeholder. He will not like work with you. But I'm gonna hold this option. It's not a bad option. Limit the involvement is important stakeholder. Ask the sponsor. This is escalation I do later on. Reevaluate classification and underline. So whenever there's a stakeholder problem, stakeholders are the people who make the project. Stakeholders are the people who destroy the project. I don't just limit it. I need to identify what they need, how they need, and work into that way. So your right answer would be D. D is the best answer. A is not. Next question. A project manager, BBB. A project manager is leading a regulatory compliance initiative that required inputs from multiple department heads. One senior department consistently delayed providing information, questions the value of the steering committee, the behavior is beginning to affect the timeline. Review to confirm level of authority. Okay. Meet privately, adjust, request the sponsor. So the only good answer, A, B are both are good answer, but B is the best. Justify your answer. Why do you think this answer is right or wrong? Justify your answer, yeah. Not just give the answer, justify it. Okay, a project is leading a cross-functional automotive initiative. A senior operational stakeholder was expected interim outputs. Although the stakeholder continue to attend scheduled reviews, decisions are deferred and feedback is limited to general comments. The project remains on schedule, but downstream activities are beginning to queue. What should the project manager do? Compare the stakeholder participation. Okay, A looks good. Provide more detailed document. Adjust frequency. C is not the answer. D is not the answer. So the only answer that solve our problem is A. So we will go with the A option. G, what's your answer here? A project manager is leading an iterative solution delivery where client representative has gradually reduced their participation, although technical acceptance have been met and a functional improvement is available. Limiting client interaction has increased the risk of missed aligned expectation and the feedback late. Distribute a written summary outlining, okay, release the incremental into the controlled environment for client review, conduct and walk through to further validate the solution before arrange a review session, incrementation. Okay, a very good question. So why not D? I need your answer. Why not D? Why not D? And why not B, by the way? Mhm. D is the right answer, delta, because what is the first thing we are gonna do? We are gonna review a session, and then on the basis of the session, we are gonna work into it. A is the right. A is the wrong. B is wrong. C is wrong. D is the right answer. A multinational corporation embarks on digital transformation project across several regional offices. Although the stakeholders were previously identified, reveals that the manage expectations with critical dependency receiving inconsistent, which recommends the project revised to address this engagement gap. Hmm. Some are saying C, some are saying B. Why? I need answer. Good one, Islam. Inconsistent updates. So that's why we need to look into that, how to address the question. Yes, Inam, you are also right. This is how you tackle the question. You need to understand what the question is saying, and depending upon the question, then you understand the answer for that. That is the way to go. Good job. By the way, guys, if you are my student, please Inam message in batch one. Those who are other students, message in other your batches that we still have 10 questions to go, so they can join the class now. I want them to be here. It's a very important thing. No Satish, no brother. During the preliminary phase of an urban infrastructure initiative, it becomes apparent that several community advocacy groups were neither informed or consulted regarding disruption to the local neighbors. So you did not identify the stakeholders and you did not handle. The project team recognized that without documenting these parties, which project is immediately compromised by this side. So Purnima, you are saying B, Dami, you are saying C, somebody is saying D. Huh, how D? So what's the correct answer here? A and D, you eliminate it. Okay. So guys, many people when you're aware why it would be stakeholder, why it would be risk register here, why it would be risk register. The problem is you did not identify the stakeholder here. The question categorically says how the people are getting this question wrong. Ouch. So you did not identify them. It's not this, it's not this. You are left with this thing. This is the right answer here. You did not identify the stakeholders properly. As a result, you have that problem. That's important to look into that. This comes engaging the stakeholder. Once you identified it, then look into that. But it becomes apparent that community advocacy was neither identified. Guys, this is the biggest keyword. You missed identification of the stakeholders. Look at that. How did you miss these keywords? What is the three-step formula? Slow down, identify keyword, use elimination technique. The question yells at you that you did not identify it. So now what is the answer? Once you say that you did not identify it, so what's the answer here? What answer becomes here? Of course, stakeholder register C is the right answer. So during the deployment stage of a multinational grid initiative, persistent friction between the team. Now the problem is there's a problem between different regions. Despite discussing the personals, it became apparent that cultural expectations, they are delaying that. What is the most effective way? Now this we need to look into that. Mandate intensive language training, it will not solve. Like anything that mandate, it's not the answer. B, organize interactive workshop, that can be the answer. C is also not a bad option, but if we look in the options, B becomes the best answer for them. Okay, A is the right answer. No, that is 100% wrong, Sajid. Okay, you need to study PMP properly and use elimination technique. B is the right answer. Why not D? Why not D? Yeah, we need to convey a focused with representative to examine the strategy, how we can look into that, and how we can look into that. So B is the right answer. Let's go to next question. No, B is the answer. Let's. During the implementation phase of a multi-department ERP, the project manager observed recurring impediments arising from divergent expectations. Each fraction insists on their own interpretation. Okay, what is the most effective action? Conduct a comprehensive assessment to map influence. Okay, delegate. B is not the answer; it's eliminated. Amend the strategy, include more coordination. Discussion. Okay, I did not say tech. It's not C. You tell me why it's not C. Why not C is the answer? And why many of you are saying D is the answer? Why not C? I need to know. So basically here the problem is you cannot amend the strategy straightforward. Somebody said why not? So we cannot just straightforward amend something. I need to understand the reason behind. That's why C is not the answer and D is the answer. I cannot just say, okay, let's do this thing. No, I need to identify like what is happening here. So that's why D was the answer. We have 6 more questions, guys, especially for you guys today. Normally I do 10 questions, but 15 I bought it. 15 I got it today for you guys. A project manager is preparing a proposal. Although technical and financial, the manager realized that approval depends not just on merit. Some have priorities that could affect the timing. Team members just focusing on communication, but PM understand how to get approval. What does the team lack? What does the team lack? What does the team manager lacks, guys? Is it culture awareness? Is it communication, political awareness? What does he lack? Nothing question talk about the culture. So you can eliminate that. Okay. You need to get a support for somebody. So that is a definition of political awareness. Who has power? Culture out how things are done. Political awareness is where power is. So it is political awareness. Okay. Sport of senior executives. Guys, how about the question today? Are you having fun with the questions? Are they interesting? Mhm. Okay, so a city is launching a multi-year project, traffic system. The project manager is should seek the sign-off to implementation. The following observation: the head of the city transformation, the CFO and delegates discussion, the IT staff handle routine data. Which stakeholders the project manager prioritize? G. What is your answer here? Mr. Allen or other options? Which one is your answer? Guys, why not Bennett? Why not A option? Many of you are putting B. Why not A? Yes, he does not have interest in it. Good job. This is a very good question. Take a screenshot of it. It shows you like how you should know about the high power, high interest, and where it follows. Not only you should know high power, high, we look into that. Ellen is showing attitude. I like Inamio wording. Okay, next question. A very important keyword is acknowledge. This is a very beautiful word. Acknowledge it, understand it, and move it. C is the right answer. G guys, B or D? So we need to make sure that we work with the people and make the communication according to that requirement. Understanding the requirement of the stakeholder is the most important thing. So that's exactly what we will do. B will be the right answer. Question number 14. What should the project manager do? A multinational infrastructure involves stakeholders. Some stakeholder requires high-level executive summary per other demand. Feedback indicate current approach is too uniform. Distribute the same report? No. Update the plan to modify uniform intervals? No. Okay, very easy question. Quickly, what will your answer? Update the plan to reinform, it does not have that. C is the right answer. What is the most effective communication strategy for project managers? During a company-wide, the project manager must coordinate. Operational teams need frequent detailed updates to address technical issues, while others need other updates. Okay. This cause a problem. Conduct a weekly meeting with the stakeholders? No. Update plan to enforce. Equal enforce is a negative word. Yes. No. C is the right answer. So that's our 15 question answers that I wanted to solve with you. And that sums up your masterclass. So I hope you have enjoyed the masterclass, and I want to give you opportunity to all the people who still did not join our program. My class is going to start next Friday. Okay. If you are my student, please give a feedback how the training is going on for you guys. These sessions we do 4 times a week. Last Saturday I did PMP mindset. Thursday we did team topic. Tuesday, even this Tuesday we have a coaching call. Monday coaching call. This results this success. 4,000 plus PMP in last 5 years. Okay. And now we are working more hard on our each and every single student. Every single student, in addition to me, get a dedicated coach, a coach who works with them. A dedicated coach available 24/7 every week. Have a question answer session, follow up, making sure they clear PMP. That's why we have 4,000 PMP in last 5 years. 4,000 PMP, not 1, not 2, not 100, not 1,000, not 2,000, 4,000 PMP. And just last year we had 883 people. 883 people made it through. 99.2% success record. This year, we are reaching 100 PMPs and everybody cleared PMP. I can go on with all the success journeys that we have, right? You can be a mom, you can be a father, whoever you are, we have a success journey for you. We have a success journeys for you. Your timing is issue, your work is issue. Every single thing we cover in our sessions. Every single thing. Naveed from India, he cleared PMP. Veena from India cleared PMP. Azaz from Pakistan. Qasim from Saudi. Farooq from Saudi. Amar from Malaysia. Tahir from UAE. Abdul Basit from Australia. Shoaib from Canada. Pavanti from US, very senior professional. Aisha from Bahrain. Sam from Kerala. Arvind from Qatar. Anup from Canada. Ali from Pakistan. Yasir from Bahrain, Deepa from Kuwait, Sri Lakshmi Australia, Akhil USA, Mauritius Toin, Azib KSA, Aksa from Pakistan, Nishan from KSA, Linda from UK, Chandrakant, now he's a facilitator, one of the best facilitator, right? One of the best facilitator, he's working with me. I hired my own students as facilitators. Shubham from UAE, Suhail, he's doing PGMP now. Nara, Ranthia, Naima, Chetali, all those people cleared PMPs. Why they are clearing PMP? We have a system that works for you, a system that is designed for you according to your requirement. I'm a PMI authorized training partner. Even if you have taken that training, okay, and you are looking into that, we will provide you PDUs to the 6 days of classes starting on Friday. 35 PDUs. I will be covering AI in the class because the future project managers need AI. So you will be getting AI along that in your class for PMP. You will get the recording of the class, PDUs. The most important thing, 97% of the people never give the exam. They never give the exam. I give a roadmap that works for you, depending upon the time, depending on your schedule, depending on your learning style, a customized roadmap. If you want to read book, I'm an author. I have written 7 books. 7 books. I'll give you my book. Okay. If you are a book reader, then follow up every single day. My team is gonna do follow up every single day. My team is gonna do follow up. A dedicated coach. Then every week a one-to-one session with your coach. My regular follow up. Then all the students. Like last night, I did batch 1 and batch 12 follow up to every single one. I typed the follow up with what's your status, etc., etc., etc. I'm doing that. My coach are doing it. These 2 things are the most priceless thing that we do in our program. Then you get a coaching calls. This is one coaching call. You get 4 of them every single week. Let's say if you do, it took you 2 months to become PMP, 2 months has 10 weeks, you get 40 coaching calls. 40 coaching calls, question answers revision, question answer revision. Even if there's a 10 question on average in one coaching call, like on Saturday we do 180, but let's say in just coaching call we do thousands question in just coaching calls. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Then you become the part of the community. I'm striving towards something that is bigger than myself, that bigger than yourself, to become the part of the community. And that's what I did when I went different parts of the world. Riyadh, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Lahore. I built a community for them. Then you get the simulator. It's an end-to-end program. You get the simulator that works for you. And of course, till you become PMP, I keep working with you. I don't do the guesswork. I build a system that consistently produces PMP. I would say this is a PMP machine. This machine is consistently putting that, and I'm proud of them. 7-step formula, a system that works for you, a proven system of 4,000 PMPs. Okay, you will get my booklet, you will get summary, you will get checklist. Okay, you will get flashcard, every single thing. If I put into that, the entire value goes above $59,000. But I give you an $899. Exam fees is of course separate. And even still you say, Amir, what else? The program is backed by Phoenix Promise. God forbid, if you fail, I'll pay your examination fees or I'll keep coaching you. You do decide. What do you want to do? There's a reason why my students are clearing. There's a system that works with them. There's a system that works with them. $899 are training fees. You join the program, have a call with me, 6 days live training, get your roadmap, you do question answer session, get the follow-up, do the RCS, you submit the application, your application get approved. When I consider you are ready, you give the exam. $899. If you think that your story may be different, here you get some stories. Victoria, single mom from USA, failed in the exam, joined my program, cleared PMP. Aisha took training 3 times. She does not know what to do. She joined the program, cleared PMP. Faik from Afghanistan, working in US, has a language barrier, does not know what to do, joined the program, cleared with all above target. Rashid from Oman, very senior professional. He was 69 years old or something like that. He joined the program, cleared PMP. Sarath had 4 hour travel time, a difficult challenge. He said, I cannot study, I don't have time. Joined the program, cleared PMP. Saddam from Europe, very difficult schedule, joined the program, cleared PMP. Ankur failed 2 times, came to my class, joined the program, cleared PMP. Dinesh cleared PMP after the training in 1 week. Muzammil failed the program, came to me, said, I have read all the books in the market, what to do. I made a plan for him, cleared PMP with all above target. Husband and wife joined the program, cleared PMP. 883 PMP last year. 4,000 PMP in last 5 years. Moms are my specialty. If you're a mom, you have a schedule issue, I work with you, make sure you become. And of course, the community there. If you don't know me and you are looking for the first time, I'm among the author of this PMBOK 8th edition. I'm among the author of this PMBOK 8th edition. My name is there. I have helped 4,000 people to become PMP. I have written 7 books on project management that are available and program management. And I give you a one-stop for PMP. One stop that covers every single thing. You do not have to go to any other place. Whatever you need in the program will be provided. A system that works for you. I hope you consider it, and I hope you join the program and you become certified PMP. With that, thank you very much. I wish you all the best of luck in the world, and I hope you join the class. Bye-bye.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amir Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
I got my results and I was above target in all 3 categories.
Wow.
So